Hello and welcome to Kate and Kat's podcast. We run our podcast a little differently than most. Our podcasts are completely spirit-led, and we never know who we're going to have on or what's going to come up to heal. Every episode is a new adventure where we walk people through healing anything from spirit guides to past lives to inner child work, how the energies and trauma affects the mechanical workings of our physical bodies, and exploring time, space, and dimensions and how it's all happening now. This podcast is for beginners and experts alike. This can be considered explicit content to some, as we do not edit ourselves. Sometimes deep trauma work comes up unexpectedly. And also, we cuss like sailors.
On this episode of Kate and Kat Live, we discuss ways of being able to tell if your personal trauma was triggered, if it's energy from another person affecting the conversation, and even how to zoom out and clean off and assess the situation. We're excited for you to listen and gain some perspectives to better your life. Without further ado, if you love bad bitches and that's your fucking problem, on with the podcast.
Hey.
Girl, let me turn my camera on. Damn. Girl.
Oh,
hi.
hey.
What you singing?
Oh, I was singing The Pot by Tool, and then I remixed it. So I was like, who are you to wave your finger? And yeah. All right. So we are doing discussion topic. Can I make it bigger? It will probably make it smaller. Oh my god.
Make you bigger, girl.
Oh my what? Oh Jesus.
God.
Okay, fuck it. Oh my god. Okay, so discussion
your little
topic.
hat.
Ah! Discussion topic on my hat right here. Is
Traumatized
you talking. I fucking couldn't read it. It's traumatized you talking. Whenever you are talking, how do you know if it's coming from trauma, bias, and agenda? A topic. So, basically, whenever you are speaking, is it what you really think? Where did you hear this from? That's my biggest giveaway. Is like, wow, that sounds like every other podcaster ever. Like whenever I'm hearing somebody talk. That's kind of where I go to.
I was thinking of, how do I know I'm coming from a traumatized place? Like when I'm talking.
Oh, I was going to do kind of both. Is traumatized you talking?
What a shocker, we went to like opposite ends. You know, that's so unlike us.
Guys, we like rarely ever do this, but...
Or all the time.
So, yeah, okay. So how do you know if traumatized you is talking? I was going to say like maybe we get like really loud.
Defensive, attack mode.
Yeah.
Hurt feelings. Hurt feelings is like when you think someone else is hurting your feelings, it's you. You're hurting your own feelings. It's you. It's you. So even if it's someone who is like literally being a jerk or trying to piss you off or trying to manipulate you, they shouldn't be able to get that reaction out of you. It's still you that's having the hurt feelings. So even if, let's say, hold on, Casey was really excited. So she wants to interrupt me like a million times tonight.
Yeah.
We're letting her play early. Her birthday's in 2 days and we're letting her play early. So she's like, oh my God, okay, I'm going to be playing in 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm picking out a name. Okay, so yeah, she's really fucking excited.
Can we tell people on the live what it is?
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah. So, is it like, okay, so how do you know if traumatized you is talking?
Casey, when I'm on a podcast, I'm unavailable, my love.
Going over the things that normally you react a certain way to that are normally super smooth, and then you're rethinking them again and going, yeah. And then when they said this, they actually meant this. Or you're like reading a text and you're like, yeah, whenever they said this thing, That's crazy. That's crazy that they would talk to me like that.
Like even just now with my 7-year-old, like, you know, trying to get my attention, I could easily, if coming from a place of trauma that wasn't healed, that didn't look outside of myself at the bigger picture of what's going on, could have easily yelled at her, been flustered, been upset that I was being interrupted. Everybody knows that I am live right now, but no. That doesn't happen. And if it does happen, if for any reason we look at a text like that, or we have a reaction like that, Kate and I both know there's some weird energy here. It got on us and it is stirring up the things. The thing that's interesting is you'll think of that as like almost like a victim thing too. Like energy got on you and that's why you're being an asshole. And it's like, well, the energy, the trauma, it had something to grab. So like, what's the underlying tone of what was it able to grab?
Yeah, you can always trace it back too. If it were victim, then it would just be like, that's just how I am. That's just how I am as a person, and you guys need to accept it. That's just how I am. With trauma, it's like, oh shit, we were cleaning out so and so's mouth, and they were wearing it like a face mask, like Valentina's face mask on RuPaul's Drag Race. And
energetically cleaning out their mouth.
Yes.
From like family and like a bunch of stuff.
And it's all up in there. And then you can see it, you can feel it, you can go into it, whatever. I don't know why you'd want to go into that. But you can, and you can see where it came from. And then everything makes sense. It all lines up because they're shitty. They don't heal.
In that exact incident, when Kate was talking to me about the person, like the person that they were initially helping them with, I was fine. I was hanging out. It was a Friday before the guided adventure. Kate came over. She was fine. We were like, hey girl, like doing the things. All right. And then she started to talk about it. And all of a sudden I just got like this. And I couldn't look at her. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was very much like,
whenever I say it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was something
you didn't
like,
believe me. It was retainers.
Oh, it was about retainers.
Yeah.
And I was like, how come when I've told you about retainers forever ago, you didn't want to look at it? And like, I'm sitting there in the middle of the trauma of the gunk, and it's someone else's gunk, but it's still like, I'm living it. I am living in that moment, and I am, my feelings are fucking hurt. I can't even make eye contact. And because we heal so much, and only because we heal so much, was I able to go, I know that something is on me, but I don't know how to clean it off right now. So.
And I was sitting there actively picking up the whatever it was and cleaning it out. And I was talking as I was cleaning it out. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter because it was so much shit. And how do we know? Because I kept cleaning it. Yeah. And because I kept cleaning it.
And then in that moment, then we have to go, because we don't automatically know it's from the mouth thing that we were just healing. For some reason, our logic of like, it is literally just this, we start going, okay, where did it come from? Well, we had these people visiting recently. We had these people could have been texting one of us. We have class coming up. It might be one of them. And it's like, bitch, the thing you were just talking about.
We are flustered when it happens though, because it's like, we got to get it off. Do everything to clean it first. So that's another important thing, is get it the fuck off of you first before you start going down the pathways of where the fuck it came from.
You'll be like in a trauma pit. Oh my God, it's so bad. It is so bad. We cannot tell you how many times in the middle of it, before we figured out how to clean it off first, were we going, I know that there's something on me, but I have to say what I have to say. Or one of us would be talking. Like if I talk, I'm talking really fast and elevated and stuff, and Kate goes, yeah, no, sure. And I'm like,
I never know when it's happening. So like, I can't hear me talk. So I'm like, I guess so. Hell yeah. Cause I can't hear it. Which is another interesting thing.
But the stuff could be on just me, or on just her. So she could be talking at regular tone and I'll hear, fuck you, Kat. Fuck you, you're stupid. You're a fucking idiot.
Which is also an odd thing because it's not things we would ever say or ever think.
When we
I don't
first
use the word stupid.
go ahead.
Oh, that's it. I just don't use the word stupid. My father used to use it a lot. I never liked that word, so therefore I don't use it.
So far we're talking about like when stuff comes on you, and I mean it is still speaking from a traumatized place, but this is with outside energy being on you. Live visibility restricted
What?
for 10 minutes. This live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes because your live content does not comply with the For You feed eligibility standards. Since when? Harassment and bullying because we're being mean to each other.
Oh my God.
Well, guess what? The people that want to watch our podcast are going to come in here on their own accord. So
it's crazy how that works, isn't it? It asked me if I wanted
TikTok
to kick you for harassing and bullying me.
TikTok's you're talking from trauma, girl.
Oh my God. TikTok. Clean off TikTok.
You should do that.
I'm going to clean her off.
I'm feeling very attacked. Yes. Very Laganja. TikTok, Laganja.
Laganja Estranja.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, I know when it'll start. If I'm like reading a text and I read it over and over and over and over, and then I'm like, is that what was said? What did she mean by that? What did he mean by that? What the fuck does that mean? And then I'll encroach inside of myself. Just like you were saying, how you were like, you get smaller or whatever. I like go inside of myself of like, and I can't even talk about this. And I can't even talk about
this happens, this kind of stuff happens, and we actively heal 100 to 300 things a day for ourselves. At least one a day, probably up to 300, maybe even more sometimes. We actively heal, and that will still happen to us. And we have, a lot of our guided adventures or our topics or our little videos that we do are trying to get to the root of why it still happens. And then we'll be like, oh my God, I hope this is the end of it. And that's the last of it. And then like, it'll still happen. And we're like, fuck, God damn it.
So like the even healing communication and healing like this word means this, and when people look at my words, it should like if there is anything there, it should bounce back on them from them. Like it should be from them. Well, if there's trauma on them, of course it's going to bounce back on them. So it's going to make it look like
the other day. Kate and I were healing something when it comes to what she's talking about having a conversation with someone and they hear their own trauma, not what the person's actually saying. And that's not energy gunk on them. That is just humans in general usually hear their own trauma. So even like politeness will sound like sarcasm. Like there's humans hear their own trauma, basically, by default. Spirit, please undo that just in case. So we were talking about it because Kate was like, I have this thing that happens to me, and it's happened for forever, where I will say something and then someone will re-explain it to me like I'm stupid. And that's the energy, that's the color of it. What is happening here? She's like, because I'll tell you, in Kate words, but like it gets infuriating because I'm like, I just said that. Why are you re-explaining it to me like I'm a baby, like I'm a child? What is happening here? So we were healing it and we healed a good bit of it. And then we had a text conversation and it happened. And I saw that it happened and she saw that it happened. But then it was like, instead of getting hurt feelings, we can go, oh my God, girl, I think I got it. I think we figured out like what is happening here. Do you want to have a quick phone call? We switch topics right away, pick up the phone, and it's like, when you are in this instance, it was like when you are explaining it, Kate, the person, me in this instance, in the text message, I read it through my own trauma filter. Do you want to say your part of it, your side of it, or what was happening?
Yeah, I know that because it used to be really, really flat, there was no peaks and valleys to it. So it used to be very uncomfortable to communicate, like texting and even talking was just straight questions. And it was like, hey, why did you say that? Why did you do that? Because Asperger's, I want to know why humans mean this thing. But people who grew up with like trauma of like being tricked, of like, I'm asking you this so I can
there's multiple
trick you.
Yeah, there's that trauma. There's another trauma too, which is just you think they're a fucking idiot. So you're asking them in disgust. So Kate will be like, hey, why did you say that thing that you said? And the person with trauma hears, why did you say that thing that you said? And Kate will be like,
what did you fucking mean by that?
And Kate's like, I meant, why did you say that? I don't know why you said that. What's the context? I don't understand.
What does that mean?
To me? And they're like, the tricking
sense.
part is like, you're trying to make me look stupid.
Yeah.
No.
It's like you're asking me questions into a hole of like, what does this mean? What does this mean? I got you. That. And then a lot of people experience that, like if they grew up with like adults that bully them and things like that, or even peers, but like mostly adults because they know more, quote unquote, than them.
How do we help people figure out, because we like to talk about the topic and then like, how the fuck do we help them with this topic? Like, how do we help them realize that they're actually talking from a place of trauma, whether energy gets on them or not, whether, whatever the fuck, to zoom out of it, assess the situation, and clean the fuck off before going any further?
I was going to say zoom out, like say out loud, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Because when you're in it, you are freaking the fuck out. You are like, it's life. That's another thing too, is you think that life has always been this way.
You also think it's over.
Everything is like this, oh my God. Kind of like the other shoe was dropped, kind of like that. Like, oh, it's fucking, I knew it was going to fucking happen. I knew it. Fucking, everything's terrible and it's always been this way because you're inside of it.
That's one of the ways I can tell when stuff is on Kate, when it's not on both of us, is she'll be like, what do I do the next time that this happens? Or how come this always happens? And I'll be like, bitch, what are you talking about? It does not always happen. We literally healed this 2 years ago. It is happening right now in a small amount. I think there's stuff on you. And she'll be like, oh shit. Like, oh, yeah, you're right. We did heal that like 2 years ago. And it's like,
so also,
how can you tell when stuff's on me?
You will do this, like that in person. You do that. Like, it's like your face, like almost like you're feeling something that hurts. Like you're touching spiky. And so it's like, ow, 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 ow. Like it's very that. You'll touch your nose sometimes. Like, that's really interesting because it's very like that, but not like that. It's like quick touches. Like as if you're just like, yeah, that's funny. Like,
I can't mimic it because I don't know.
Yeah, just like whenever you're like, yeah, Kate says sure and stuff like that. I know I do it because like in the moment you'll be like, that's what you said. And anyway.
Start explaining it. I want to show you. I want you to start talking just like you were, but I want to do what you do. So start explaining the thing that I do again.
Oh, so you'll
yeah,
like this, and then you'll be like,
yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. That's what you do. I'll be in the middle of talking, and you'll be like it's almost like a hurry the fuck up. I already know I'm not stupid. Is what it reads.
I guess in that like whenever you were doing that, I was just like, yeah, and then I would just keep talking.
What happened?
But
My end or your end?
What?
The Wi-Fi went out for a minute.
Oh. Okay. Is this better?
I don't know. I don't know. Frozen Queen
Okay.
said, "Why do we pick up so much stuff even after healing it?" What do you mean? I don't know what that means.
I guess they think that like they absorb it. Or like even when we were going into the face mask thing after the mouth clean out, it got all over us and they're saying, how do we pick up so much stuff even after healing it? We didn't heal that, like
It wasn't
a new
completely
thing.
healed yet.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's not like we went and healed the face mask and we went in and the face mask was back.
If you heal, they said like when you heal trauma and it comes up again, if you heal trauma and it comes up again, it's another layer of trauma. Like we specifically try to get all of it. We try to get all of it in a session, one-on-one, face-to-face, in the podcast. Like we always try to get all of it. That's why we stay with one person for so long sometimes, like even on the live. And like there'll be another layer of it sometimes, but that's not the goal. We don't want it to go in unless it's brain melting and it has to go in layers. That makes sense. But for the most part, no. So if it comes up again and it is completely healed and it comes up again randomly, like 2 or 3 years later,
it's guaranteed something else.
It's something
you
else.
already healed it.
Something else.
It cannot come up again.
But that thing of like, if it's hitting us, the trauma, like speaking from a place of trauma, it is coming from somewhere. So it's either another layer or it's somebody else's shit.
Yeah, like you are feeling what they're feeling.
We won't sound like us either.
Yeah.
When it's someone else's stuff, we'll talk like them. And sometimes that'll help us figure out where the fuck it's coming from too.
I'll give an example on Bad Bitches Only, the last session we had. We were talking about something, and then I was like, why? I can't remember what I said because it's healed. I was like, why did you say it like that? Like, it was really odd. And I was like, oh, they're upset. They're upset, not me.
Because Kate wouldn't ask that.
So the questions I was asking were so oddly specific. And I was like, I don't give a shit about this. After I asked them, I was like, I don't fucking care. Oh, it's them. It's them upset.
Them or their person or whatever.
Mm. But it's like they're not going to outwardly act upset, or they might, and then it gets on you. But like stuff like that, if I got one. If I have emotions that I do not have not the capability of having, but I do not have functions for, like jealousy. I've never had that. I've never experienced it. I don't know what it is. So if I'm ever like, why don't I have blah, 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 I'm like, that's not me. 100%, 100,000% not me.
Mine's harder sometimes to differentiate. And I think it's probably because I'm not autistic. Like I don't have Asperger's. I'm not so black and white. I'm a lot of gray emotions. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like that aspect, there's got to be something that I have that's similar. But when it comes to that specifically, I don't have that. Oh, maybe I do. Because like if I was to get jealous, I'm not jealous now because I've already healed it. So that would be the same.
Yes. Okay. So it would literally be the reverse of black, white, and gray healing. Okay. So that's another thing too, is like if you've never ever in your life experienced XYZ as a thought, and all of a sudden it's coming up, it's not you. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, if you don't ever think about your body and all of a sudden you're like, wow, do these clothes look good on me? yeah, that's not you, because you don't actually give a shit. You don't ask questions like that because you don't perceive yourself that way. You cannot.
I'm telling you, as someone who does not have any kind of autism in that way, that very much used to look at my body like that and just thought everybody did. Just thought everybody fucking hated their this or hated their that or disliked their whatever. It literally, when you're healed, you do not fucking think about it. You don't think about, and I'm not saying that you, how do I go about that? Like you don't think about it. I don't
it's
think
neutral.
about
When you're so neutral,
it's
it
so
matters.
neutral. I don't think about healing. I mean, I don't think about losing weight. I don't think about what my clothes look like on my body, putting a pillow in front of my belly, like any of that shit. And I use those specifically as an example because when other stuff gets on me or someone else's trauma is around, and they're worried about that kind of stuff, all of a sudden I will think about it or look in the mirror or want to put a pillow in front of my stomach or something like that. And I normally don't give a fuck. And that's all. I used to give a fuck. I used to only wear sweaters. I used to only, like, I would never wear shorts because of I didn't want my thighs to show on a seat at a restaurant. I used to worry about like muffin top, spilling over or whatever. There's so many things I used to worry about that I do not care about at all. So like, there was someone that was around us and Kate and I were watching something and the person has body image issues, like extreme body image issues.
Very insecure.
Both Kate and I were like grabbing a pillow and like putting it in front of us and almost like hiding our bodies. And we were like, no, that's that person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not us at all. We don't care.
And I feel like people that have trauma with this are like, yeah, I wish I just didn't care. No, that's you wanting to not care. Like people that it's not a feeling of wanting to not care.
Yeah, it's
the
not like we're so like our body teeth, slim, thick, none of that shit. Like nothing that it's none of that. It is not like, oh my God, like if I look like you guys, I wouldn't care either. Or maybe you should care, girl. You a little, like, it's not like we literally do not give a fuck.
The thought never enters our brain. The thought does not come.
To even put it like more bluntly for you, Kate wears makeup to work because she likes it. She goes live on the internet for the world after she washes her face. Literally does not care. Like, we don't give a fuck. So if we do, for some reason, something's there. Something is on us.
Okay. Okay.
What are you looking at?
So now, I'm like, so now where do we go with this? Like, what do we do to get it off? And once you realize
know yourself.
Yes.
Know yourself really. I think the whole theme of this is knowing ourselves really fucking well. What else did you get?
Zooming out.
So like, for the people, for us, it's easy. We say zoom out, and we're just talking about like Google Maps zoom out camera angle, that kind of zoom out. But when we say that, do you know what the fuck that is? Do you know how to do that?
You just say it out loud or in your head.
Oh, yeah, it's coded.
Yeah. And then once, actually, if you're in it, it's probably going to be like a slight panic, like zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. You can code it right now, or your team can interpret it as whatever it is. Detach. Stop holding it. What?
No, we're not letting go of anything. We're zooming
healing
out.
It at the root.
Like if we let go of it, that it won't do anything. Like that doesn't do. Okay, so to break it down.
Like people that cut cords.
We're very, very, very specific with language. Like, yes, we keep our language slightly open. Like if we were to open appropriate portals, that's open language because It could be multiple different portals. But when we're saying zoom out, we're not saying let go of the situation. We're not saying detach. We are literally still in it, but zoomed out so we can look at it from a different perspective and see what's really going on. We don't let go of anything. We're not like, we're trying to heal it. So if you just ignore it or try to take a higher ground or like let go, like it's like just it like it's okay, like we're besties, so we don't have to look at it. That's just not us. No, we don't do that. We zoom out so that we can we used to call it a bowl of spaghetti, where we were just like floundering in the sauce and noodles, and the more we struggled, the more we sank. But we would go to like the edge of the bowl, and we used to literally be like, take my hand. Let me pull you out of the bowl, because we didn't have that zoom out concept fully in place yet, but we didn't get rid of the bowl. We wanted to look at it and be like, all right, what's going on? There's a fucking meatball there. Who put a fucking bow tie pasta in here? This is fucking fettuccine. I don't know what the fuck.
Basically dissecting and figuring out where the fuck it came from.
Where did it come from? Well, actually, first we zoom out, then we clean off, so we could get like the sauce and the noodles and all that shit off of us. Like the energetic, we got to clean off so we can actually see what the fuck is happening here. Because if you don't, you are trying to heal in the middle of trauma. There's a lot of people that think that they cannot heal their partnership, their relationship with their parents, their relationship with their significant other, their relationship with their kids, if they are still living in that house, because you have to heal from outside the trauma. But you don't have to leave physically. And sometimes you can't because the trauma is so thick. But if you can zoom out and get a perspective, a camera angle, a different camera angle of the thing, it could be underneath, whatever the fuck the zoom out does. It could be side to side. It could be underneath. It could be from the other person's perspective. It could be a different past life that you guys had. Whatever cleans you off and gets perspective, you can heal and see what the trauma is. Is it really your trauma? Is it their trauma? Is it the next door neighbor's trauma? Is it a text message spewing into everything? Where the fuck is the trauma coming from? You can't see it when you're in it. So you zoom out, clean off, assess the situation, figure it out.
And the goal is you don't want to fucking be in it. That's another thing too, is like, if you...
When trauma's so thick that you want to be in it, is that what you're going to?
Yeah. It's like when you're like, you want to stay mad, but staying mad does nothing, and all it does is, I don't know, reckless, and it actually, destroys. But what's the point? Because it's not like it's a clean destruction, like it's not like a healed destruction. It's a fucking
explosion.
Yeah, it's an explosion,
horrible.
and it gets everywhere, and it also gets on people. So
And
why would
also,
you want that?
God, it's really difficult because sometimes it's so thick. It's so thick. That's what she said. But it's so thick that you just don't want to fucking heal it. You just want to stay pissed. You just want to be so mad. But we have it set up where we can't. So like, even if we took ourselves out of the situation and went to a different room or like turned whatever off, we would assess the situation. We already zoomed out. By saying, no, I don't want to, it's set up for us to zoom out. Because we actually don't want it.
We do not want to stay in the filth.
Y'all, we started being friends, talking in this TikTok drama, crazy witch talk, spiritual, quarantine, hell, everybody, whatever, in 2020, the end of 2020, maybe even the end of 2019. We started talking, and we have healed so much that we're not only just best friends, we're neighbors. We literally are like less than a minute walking distance from each other's houses.
Let me look at your house real quick, girl. Oh, it's raining. Damn it.
Seriously, she could come right over and just walk in here and not leave the podcast. The Wi-Fi would just switch to automatic mine. We have healed so much. And how many times, how much shit? Do you know how much we had to heal to go live? Do you know how much we had to heal to talk on the phone?
Together?
To what?
Eat together?
Oh my God, going out to eat together? Holy fuck. God damn, we had to heal so much. We had to heal about like polite fork and knife protocol, straws
Chewing.
or no straws, chewing.
Yes. Where to sit.
Oh my gosh, we
The
just
topics.
figured out where to sit correctly last year, a couple months ago. And we have to actively note it when we sit down. We're like, wait, where do we sit now?
And then, like, do
How
we go
people
places afterwards?
What the culture of the restaurant is compared to the culture of the people in our table, and then why do the servers talk to you, Kat? And then what is the difference between, why do you ask if it's Coke or Pepsi product? What does that mean? Like every question that you've ever thought you could ask, we have asked each other, and like we have healed so fucking much, and we still get trauma on us. And so we don't know how anybody lasts. If they don't know how to zoom out and assess a situation, how the fuck?
They don't, and they keep talking about the same shit over and over and over and over and over. It never ends. Once I healed a bunch of friend trauma, I went and I tried to get friends. I don't know how the fuck people stay friends.
I was just sitting here supporting her.
Like
I did not like the person that she and I was like, I don't know what this is, Kate. I don't know if it's a past life or whatever. I will go look at it. I support you. Go have friends. Hell yeah. Be friends with this person. Have a blasty blast. And then whenever she would interact with it, I mean, like hang out in person. And she'd be like, and I'm like, sometimes she'd ask me if I want to go. I'd be like, I'm good. No, thank you. I'll stay over here.
Friends now. That's not how it works. Oh, yeah. Like if you think that something works a certain way, and how am I going to put this? It's like, is it traumatized because you're not seeing the things? Or
I was like, Kate, I remember Kate went to hang out with this person right after we hung out together. We had like a dinner. And it was my first time meeting the person. And I was with my kids, and we were with another person that we know from TikTok, and we were just hanging out. The way they treated Kate, I was so disgusted by.
And I didn't know the difference. I was like, I thought this was normal. I thought this was like, this is just how unhealed people are. Like, I really don't know how people interact with other people on a personal level who do not introspect and have that curiosity enough to heal.
That's the thing. My 17-year-old has friends. They don't actively heal like we heal, right? But they have introspection. They want to assess themselves. They want to see, was it me that offended? So when we say people that heal, we don't mean like down in the depths healing every fucking day. I mean, whatever, that's cool. Just the ability to zoom out, the ability to look at the things in it or after it and go, oh, I fucked up. I'm sorry, that was me. Or even, hey, I did not feel good about that. Can we talk about it? And that could be uncomfortable too, but that's healed. That's healing. But if you just stay mad and bury it, it's not going to last. Not in 2026. And from here forward, an infection. It's not going to last.
That is, burying it causes an infection that grows. So
even if just one of you is healing, we've tried it. We've tried to just be the only one healing in a situation. It does not. It doesn't work.
It's so uncomfortable because eventually you step around like it feels like broken glass. Like that they've planted, that the person who doesn't heal plants. And it's like, wow, I cut my foot. Again, cut it again. So
last Friday's guided adventure on Zoom, we looked at I don't remember exactly what the topic was. Casting.
Spell
manipulation.
Yes, spell cast. Yes.
But one of the things that came up in it is like trauma, like booby traps that we have, kind of like trauma triggers. But if you hit a certain topic that someone has hidden or they think they have hidden, it will explode on everybody. So we looked at that because none of us want to have that. Like,
good.
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I got excited because I was like, oh, here's another thing. Like, here's another thing you could. So how to know, well, not how to know, but like, if every time a certain person comes around, you and another person, are like disagree or, are no longer congruent in your communications, then it's that person. And what is that person thinking? It's their trauma, it's their like stuff they're putting on you. That's also what came up in the guided adventure on Friday. Is like the trauma booby trap was whenever they were called out, they would explode, and these shurikens, those ninja stars, would pop out and explode on everyone. And then like I knew that if they were in class, then me and Kat would have discourse. Like we would, as in we would not understand each other at one point, or something would be like, what does that mean? Or what did you mean by that? Because of this.
But it got addressed and that person looked at it and healed it.
Yes.
Like,
so that's another thing.
Because they actually want to. If someone doesn't want to heal it, they genuinely don't want to. If you try to heal something with somebody and they don't want to look at it, or they don't like, then they genuinely don't want to and don't push the issue.
So before I met Kat, like before I was friends with Kat, my healing that I would do was communication. To me, you can literally communicate anything away because pure intentions or whatever. But if they don't, then it's different. But it would always stop dead because I'd be like, hey, why did you do that? And they would just not answer me, like text message wise, and they would never answer me. And then they would do it again. I'd be like, hey, so like when you said this, this is kind of how it made me feel, and blah, blah, blah. And that was my healing, was I would communicate all the things and they wouldn't answer me. And then they would wait a few days and then talk to me as if nothing happened.
Pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah. And that's an example of somebody that heals versus doesn't heal. And this happened every single friend I ever had. Every single friend, because I would be like, hey, this and this and this happened, and this is how I felt about it. Why would this happen?
Yeah, but girl, it was sharp as fuck because she hadn't healed that part and nobody would tell her because nobody was healing enough to be able to be like, this hurts when you do this. So like she would be like, hey, this hurts when you do this. And they would be like, ow! And pretend like it didn't do. And I'd be like, I remember she would be like, it would be like, good morning. We just started being friends, right? Good morning, blah, blah, blah. We'd start our day off. She woke up like 2 hours before me. So she's like, hey, that thing that happened 4 months ago, why did you say that? And I would be like, I would read it like our friendship was exploding. It would hurt so fucking much. It would be like just knives coming at me. And I had to tell her, I'd be like, can we not start every morning with how shitty our friendship is and that it's about to end? And she's like, I didn't know we were doing
I don't know
that.
what the fuck you're talking about. I never knew what the fuck she was talking about. I'd be like, I guess. I don't want that either.
We could not text. We could not text each other. We had to talk on the phone or in person. We could not. We later discovered there was a lot of interference from a non-chosen family member who did not want us to communicate very well. That happened.
So it's like, what the point is what is it? The curiosity and the introspection enough to worry or to want, what the fuck is it? Okay, let's go into it.
So I hear a lot of people always like, someone wrote in here, yeah, that was Angel. earlier said, I've never been able to keep friends. What is your idea of a quality person in your life? You want to be that for yourself. You want to hold others. Do you want to hold others accountable and have them hold you accountable? It can be painful. You will hurt your feelings. But I'm telling you, like Kate says, there's never been anything that we have healed that we regretted. It might have hurt in the moment, but literally where we are now.
Nothing compares to the feeling afterwards.
Nothing. It feels
Nothing.
so good. When we heal, we'll heal something and then we'll literally just like tear up a little, and the four of us, like the friend group, will just hug. Like, oh my God.
I'm so happy that I felt like you guys are here.
And it will hurt. There was one time, and this is healed as fuck, but it was for a while, Shaden had to work on when, Shaden is Kate's significant other. He had to work on when his healing would come up. Like he would, when he plays music and it goes with the healing, but he would play it on sloth mode, or it would be on a different channel energetically than we were, or it would be like 3 topics behind. And all of a sudden, we're in the middle of talking and healing something. This bitch brings up a Disney song from like 5 conversations ago.
Oh my God.
Pushes play and just sits there with it. And Kate and I were like,
how the fuck do we address this? Because it made them super happy.
Yes, it would. He would just.
And we were just sitting there like.
And we would be like, this really hurts.
Like, speed this up.
Can you please speed this up? This hurts. And that was another thing he had to heal. He was digging the stuff from underneath, it was like exfoliating from underneath. Oh my God, it was so fucking painful. It's healed now, but the only way that it is healed is we had to tell him something that would hurt his feelings and figure out where it was coming from.
And also knowing enough, like him knowing enough that whatever this is something that can be healed. That is something wrong. That is not, how do I put it? That is not like meshing well. There is something there.
We had to figure out ourselves enough to know that, one, people shoot us the things that they want healed. So we don't go digging for stuff to be mad about or heal or whatever the fuck. They shoot
Which
it
is
to us.
Also super healed. Because we would feel so shitty.
That out. We would feel horrible, and we would be like, I don't know how to bring this up. I don't know what to do. We also had to figure out, what else did we have to figure out? We had to figure out
the way that they would feel about it, and
how would they take that information if we went with route A, if we went with route B, if we went with route C. Yep. What was the reaction to that?
The timing, which parts to bring up first.
And then also to, like, if someone doesn't know how to zoom out, for us to literally go, you know us, would we actually be trying to hurt your feelings? Or would we be bringing it up to heal?
So like knowing which route, and then how to answer the questions, and knowing how they might perceive it. So like my significant other, before he healed it, he would go, like, he was like, y'all just don't like my songs, like y'all just don't like me. And we were like, that's
my Shaden.
It's fucking sad as fuck. And he was tearing up. And we were like, but we do like it, that's why we're trying to heal it. We like it. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't heal it. We would get the fuck away from me. Like, we wouldn't want to. Exactly. We wouldn't want to, like, salvage it, save it. I don't know how to put that.
So I feel like when you guys look for friends, are you okay with getting your feelings hurt for the betterment of it? Not just talking about it, but literally doing something about it. Because I know our stuff is based on like language. It's a lot of words, but our stuff is actually more action than it is language. I would say like 98% action, right? Like about 2% words.
Yeah,
that's why people who just take our healings and they're like, yep, this is what it is.
And they throw
like,
a bunch of healings at it.
It's like, no, there's so much behind this. There's so much action behind this. Also, I was thinking today, like I put a healing out and, I was trying to do something that I did back in 2021, which was take a TikTok sound that I found interesting and like find a healing to go with it or whatever. And the one that I chose, I'm like, the people that are with us, they're just used to it being this impactful, but it's like, do you know how much shit is in this fucking healing? Do you know how much stuff has gone into like getting your spirit team on the same page, communications with the spirit team, rotating out the spirit team, liaison for the spirit team, the communications that go with it, the da-da-da-da-da, putting them in their proper spot, and then having them upgrade and update your human vehicle. Do you know how many like hours, weeks, months, years are in that healing? And it's like a paragraph. So people are like, wow, that felt great. And it's like, yep.
So also too, if you don't have the action behind it, you don't have the healing. You're using someone else's healing, which is impactful. Yeah, duh. It's going to do the things, but creating your own healing that's action. You have to do the action, and that's how you create the healing. Kate's unplug the computer healing. Guess what I've done before, guys?
Unplug the computer.
What?
Oh my God.
So anything, repair the aircraft healing, fucking all of it.
I've tied shoes before. I have physically tied shoes before. So I'm going to code healing right now. I know that I've tied shoes before. I am telling my team to think of every time I've tied shoes. Every time. And it's going into this healing. So I'm going to fragment out and do this everywhere. So you guys, I'm making up a healing right now for you. If it's in my highest, you can repeat after me. If it's in my highest good, please allow me access to Kat's loose end tie up everywhere in my life that needs loose ends tied up. Conducive.
Activate Kat's loose end tie up healing to everywhere that has loose ends in my life. Conducive.
It's a lot. I just coded it right now. But that was 98% action.
Hell yeah. So
what is it? 2% determination, 98% perspiration.
This is 9% will, 50% the 5% concentrated power. I don't remember the rest. Well,
I don't even know what you're talking
50%
about.
pain. Oh, and 100% reason to remember the name. Yeah.
Why is this making me hot? Oh, speed it up. Speed up the healing. I'm feeling everybody do it. That's why. Hell yeah. I'm like, I'm just like, my skin is burning. Why? That happens a lot. That's probably why we get it all over us, is because we just sit in it and all of a sudden we're like, what is happening?
Something's happening.
And it's like, you just did a thing. And it's like, oh yeah.
Overstimulation is like, quote unquote, traumatized you talking. So if you just got done having a bunch of things thrown at you, or if you're doing a healing, or if a bunch of unexpected things happen to you, and then you're screaming basically because everything's been built up so far. It's like screaming, 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 screaming. And then it explodes. So again, explosions.
How can they tell if it's someone else's trauma or it's their own? They zoom out.
Yeah, they zoom out and they trace it back. Like, do I have trauma with this thing? Why would I be upset? Oh, that's one that works. Like, why would I be upset about this? Why would I be upset about this? Where's this coming from?
Okay, so that happened. I've used this example, but it was a long time ago. When quarantine first happened, my eldest was in middle school, I think maybe 6th or 7th grade. And I was waking up, getting ready for work, going into the office. So it was like 5, 6 in the morning. I heard him talking, video chatting with his friends. I was infuriated. I was infuriated that he was on his phone all night long, talking to his friends all night long. And then I went, why? Why would I give a fuck about that? They've got no place to go. They're all quarantined. Also, they're all nerds. It's a group of people. What logically, what am I mad about? Why am I mad? I have no reason to be mad. Well, damn. And mine was neutralized like that. There wasn't much more to heal. I just zoomed out and was like, oh, that's not mine. That is parent conditioning. I don't actually give a fuck about that. Got it.
Yeah. So just like whying yourself to death. Why would I think that? Why? That's crazy. Why would that happen?
Why would I actually care about that? Why would I? Oh, even more than that for you guys. I don't tell you guys this. My middle child has my 12-year-old has wrecked my car, literally gotten in my car, wrecked my car. My 17-year-old has left in the middle of the night and walked to someone's house that was like 3 miles down the road in the middle of the night. Those are two like rebellious kid things, and neither of them got in trouble because they're paranoid and scared enough. They had to assess why they did that. They needed to understand, like, what good would me being upset about that do? Nothing.
Just explaining the things of why this and this happens and how it happened and all that. People discipline themselves
Very harshly, more than you ever could.
Way worse. Like
we all beat ourselves up. Spirit, please undo that. But go ahead.
Growing up, I would always say like, you can't hurt my feelings as much as I can, or so, like something along the line. I don't know. I healed it because it was like a contract I was making, but it was like, there's nothing you can say to me that I haven't said worse about myself too. So I don't know. You can't say anything to me. Like, so that's true for everyone because they know them the best in a way. Like or they don't.
Yeah. They still beat themselves up if they don't know themselves.
So
maybe
like
sometimes worse.
People beat themselves up enough. What is you solidifying that trauma within themselves going to do? All it's going to do is make them scream internally and they can't hear you anyway.
I don't understand. I definitely don't. When it comes to, I think of my kids and I think of all the different things I could say. I do not parent the way. And when everybody's like, "Oh, I parent like you, Kat," I'm just like,
where
you don't. Like, I guarantee you don't. But that's only because I've healed fucking shit ton with that one on my own too. But.
And also, I know immediately when somebody is a mother. They don't have to tell me. Why? Because of how much trauma other people give you about your kid and how you should be. And it makes them act like that to everyone else. Is 100% successful. I can tell. It's fucked up.
That's not, I hope you caught that it's all the trauma that gets put on the moms that make like them explode outward.
Yes. Like, I can't believe you gave your kid breast milk or something, or what, like, or formula milk, or
that's the beginning.
Anything.
Yeah, it's formula,
literally anything,
anything you could do to exist.
And so that's how I know. That's how I know when I encounter a mom. It's like, because everything is shameful. Everything.
I went to a birthday party. I've told this one before. I went to a birthday party. I had a Post-it note as a tag for the gift, only because bags are reusable. So I was like, I'll just put a Post-it note so they know who it's from or whatever. And another mom was like, I use the Post-it note too. I usually have them handwrite the cards to their friends, and we didn't have time. Cool. I'm like, gonna go awesome. With her. She's got her shoes off. We're gonna go to jump on the things now. Bye. And when she did that, she was, if I hadn't healed, she was putting her shame on me, trying to make me feel shameful for doing it, but not intentionally. Like, she wasn't trying to be mean. She was just mom shaming herself, and it was spilling everywhere. Because it happens. It happens. So, yeah. You heal your trauma. You can recognize when it's your own trauma. You can recognize when it's someone else's trauma. You can zoom out and assess the situation and figure it all out.
So why heal? Why get to this point? What is the point? Neutrality and autonomy.
God, our life is so good. Our life is so good that we're just, we're happy, but we're not complacent. We were, and we've said that before too, we were absolutely worried that we would heal so much that we would be numb and not care at all. And
robotic.
But that did not happen. We are so fucking happy, bro. We are so
Bliss
happy.
Is not even, like, there is no word to describe this, I guess.
On Kate's page, someone said, hi, Kate and Kat, where can we find the Growing Up Kate series?
On my page.
Yes.
You can search to Captain Kate, Growing Up Kate.
Yes. And then I have a playlist called Raising Magical Kids, which has a lot of healing from the other side, or parenting from the other side of healing. Like, I don't know. We healed so much that we can sit, the four of us, our significant others and us, and watch an episode of Drag Race together and just group text. Because we could go to each other's houses, but we want to be in our space. And we want to be comfortable. We're okay to say. We can say. We don't have to be like, oh no, like yours is fine. Or do you want to come to ours? Or like whatever you want. And then everybody's uncomfortable for no fucking reason. No, I'm sitting in my fucking bed. Ben's in bed. Shaden and Kate are at their house on their couch because that's where they like to be. We watch the fucking episode and we comment in it and send gifts and texts to each other through the whole fucking episode. It's
like,
great.
oh shit. Oh shit.
And because she's my neighbor, we're not worried about like, are they going to show up? Do we need to go over there? Are we not going to go over there? We drove by their house and there was like you know how like when you order groceries sometimes there's like one item might come in the mail or something, whatever. It was out. We didn't know if it was cold, hot, nothing. We just have the key to their house and we were able to put it in, but text them and let them know, like communication. Do you know what I mean?
They can't have a thing. Oh, and if they're like trash, if it's like trash day, it's like, hey guys, I put your trash up. And so if you're wondering why it's no longer there, it was me. I saw it, and it needs to go up. So,
and nobody's going to get offended. No one's going to be like, I am the man. I'm supposed to put the garbage up.
Oh, so you think I'm dirty? Because I put
the
trash
think
up?
I can handle putting the trash up?
So you think I'm weak?
No, it's just like, oh my God, thanks. And it's genuine. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. But it was uncomfortable. And we hope it's not uncomfortable. Like, we hope we're giving you the tips that we have figured out so that you can have that in your life. That is the point of this. We're over time. So,
yes. Well, everybody needs to do the closing statements on Kat's page and or the close up / sign offs on my page pinned.
No, for real. Because talking is perspective and we are digging stuff up and healing.
Communicating is healing.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah. So don't forget to do that and then disconnect and calibrate and align and all that. Anchor back in the correct dimensional forms of you.
I mean, or don't, but then you're going to have to deal with your trauma and then zoom out and figure out why. And it's probably because you didn't disconnect. I'm just saying. Oh. Bye, guys.
Bye, love y'all. Bye. Thank y'all. Bye.
Book a dual session with Kate and Kat. Visit either of our websites listed in the description of this video. For a spirit guide reading, you can book with Captain Kate at www.captainkate.com. For a one-on-one trauma healing session with Cat and Boots, you can visit www.catandboots138.com.